Welcome dear students for Standard 9th Algebra Chapter 3 Polynomials Part 6. Now in this session the objectives are remainder theorem and factor theorem and questions related to practice set 3.5. We have learnt about the value of polynomial. Now we will be learning about remainder theorem. If a polynomial px is divided by x plus a, then the value of polynomial will be the remainder where a is a real number. Now, remainder theorem states that remainder that we end up with when synthetic division is applied actually gives us the functional value. We will be doing an example by remainder theorem. Dividing the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1 by x minus 1. Here the divisor is x minus 1. Therefore, taking x is equal to 1, substituting the value x is equal to 1 in the given polynomial, we will find the value of the polynomial p1 is equal to 1 raised to power 3 minus 2 into 1 raised to power 2 minus 4 multiplied by 1 raised to power 1 minus 1. So we get the answer as 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1. Solving we get p1 is equal to minus 6. Therefore, the remainder of the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1 when divided by x minus 1, the remainder is minus 6. Now we will be doing practice set 3.5. We have already done question number 1 to 4 in the previous module. Here we will start from question number 5. Divide the first polynomial by second polynomial and find the remainder using remainder theorem. The first question is x square minus 7x plus 9 divided by x plus 1. Here the dividend is x square minus 7x plus 9 and divisor is x plus 1. Therefore, we will take the opposite of plus 1, that is minus 1, and substitute in the given polynomial. Therefore, p minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to power 2 minus 7 multiplied by minus 1 plus 9. Here we get p minus 1 is equal to plus 1 plus 7 plus 9, and therefore p minus 1 is equal to 17, which is the remainder of the division where x square minus 7x plus 9 is divided by x plus 1. Second question, 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a divided by x minus a. The divisor is x minus a. Therefore, we take x is equal to plus a and substitute x equal to a in the given polynomial. pa is equal to 2a cube minus 2a square plus a multiplied by a minus a. Therefore, pa is equal to 2a cube minus 2a square plus a square minus a. Solving we get pa is equal to 2a cube minus 1a square minus a. Therefore, the remainder will be 2a cube minus 1a square minus a. Third question, 54 m cube plus 18 m square minus 27 m plus 5 divided by m minus 3. So here the divisor is m minus 3. Therefore, taking m is equal to 3, which is the opposite of minus 3, and substituting the value m is equal to 3 in the given polynomial, we get P3 is equal to 54 multiplied by 3 raised to power 3 plus 18 multiplied by 3 raised to power 2 minus 27 multiplied by 3 plus 5. Therefore, P3 is equal to 54 multiplied by 27, which is 3 raised to power 3, plus 18 multiplied by 9 minus 27 multiplied by 3 plus 5. Therefore, the right hand side we get 54 multiplied by 27 as 1458 plus 18 multiplied by 9 will be 162 minus 27 multiplied by 3 will be minus 81 plus 5 as the last term. Solving from the left side, we get 1458 plus 162 as 1620 minus 81 plus 5. We get the answer as 1539 plus 5. Therefore, P3 is equal to 1544. Therefore, the remainder is 1544 when 54m cube plus 18m square minus 27m plus 5 is divided by m minus 3. Question number 6. If the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50, then find the value of m. Given is the dividend y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m and divisor is y plus 2. Remainder is also given as 50. Solution. Divisor is y plus 2. Therefore, taking the opposite of plus 2, we get y is equal to minus 2. Substituting y is equal to minus 2 in the given polynomial, p minus 2 will be equal to minus 2 raised to power 3 minus 5 multiplied by minus 2 raised to power 2 plus 7 multiplied by minus 2 plus m. Now, p minus 2 is already given, that is equal to 50, and that is the remainder. So, right side will be minus 8 minus 5 multiplied by 4 minus 14 plus m is equal to 50. Therefore, minus 8 plus 20 minus 20 minus 14 plus m is equal to 50. Solving on the left side, we get minus 42 plus m is equal to 50. M will be equal to 50 plus 42 and therefore m is equal to 92. Now, what is factor theorem? Factor theorem states that if the functional value is 0 at some value of c, then the remainder is 0, then x minus c is the factor. If the remainder is 0, that means the divisor becomes the factor of the dividend. We will solve an example. Check whether x minus 2 is the factor of polynomial x cube minus x square minus 4. Px is equal to x cube minus x square minus 4. Divisor is x minus 2. So, taking the opposite of minus 2, we will substitute x is equal to 2 in the polynomial. P2 is equal to 2 raised to power 3 minus 2 raised to power 2 minus 4. So, we get the answer as 8 minus 4 minus 4. Here 8 minus 8 and that is equal to 0. So, P2 is equal to 0. Therefore, the remainder is 0. That means x minus 2 is the factor of the polynomial x cube minus x square plus minus 4. Next question number 7. Use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is the factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. 2x px is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3. Here the divisor is x plus 3. Therefore, taking the opposite of plus 3 as minus 3 and substituting x equal to minus 3 in the polynomial, we get p minus 3 is equal to minus 3 raised to power 2 plus 2 multiplied by minus 3 minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 6 minus 3. Calculating, we get the answer as 0. Therefore, the value of p minus 3 is 0, which is the remainder. Since the remainder is 0, we get x plus 3 is the factor of the polynomial x square plus 2x minus 3. Now, question number 8. If x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20, then find the value of m. Now, solution. Here already it is given that x minus 2 is the factor. Dividend is polynomial px is equal to x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. We have to see that what is the value of m. So taking the divisor x minus 2 is the factor, x will be equal to 2 and substituting x equal to 2 in the given polynomial, the remainder becomes 0. Therefore, P2 is equal to 2 raised to power 3 minus m into 2 raised to power 2 plus 10 multiplied by 2 minus 20, and that will be equal to 0 as x minus 2 is the factor. Therefore, solving we get 2 raised to power 3 will become 8 minus 4m plus 20 minus 20 is equal to 0. Here minus 4m will be equal to minus 8 as 20 and minus 20 is cancelled. Minus and minus will be cancelled from both sides. M is equal to 8 upon 4 and that is equal to 2. Next question number 9. By using factor theorem in the following example, determine whether Qx is a factor or not. Px is equal to x cube minus x square minus x minus 1 and Qx is x minus 1. If the remainder is 0, then Qx is the factor of Px. We will take Qx is equal to x minus 1, opposite of minus 1 is plus 1, and substituting x is equal to 1 in the given polynomial, P1 is equal to 1 raised to power 3 minus 1 raised to power 2 minus 1 minus 1. So here 1 raised to power 3 and 1 raised to power 2 will be 1. So we get the values as 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 and that is equal to minus 2. So P1 is equal to minus 2. Therefore the remainder is minus 2, which is not 0. Therefore x minus 1 is not the factor of Px. Next question number 9, second one. Px is equal to 2x square x cube minus x square minus 45 and Qx is equal to x minus 3. If the remainder is 0, then Qx is the factor of Px. So divisor is x minus 3. Therefore taking the opposite of minus 3, it will be x is equal to 3 and substituting x equal to 3 in the given polynomial, we get Px P3 is equal to 2 into 3 raised to power 3 minus 3 raised to power 2 minus 45. We get the values as 2 multiplied by 27 minus 9 minus 45, and that will be equal to 54 minus 9 plus 45 taken in one bracket. Therefore, 54 minus 54, and that answer is equal to 0. Therefore, remainder is 0. We can say that Qx is the factor of Px. Question number 10. If x raised to power 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, then find the remainder. Here the dividend is x raised to power 31 plus 31. Divisor is x plus 1. Therefore, we will take the opposite of plus 1 as minus 1 and substituting x is equal to minus 1 in the given polynomial. We get Px is equal to x raised to power 31 plus 31, and therefore P minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to power 31 plus 31. Since minus 1 raised to power 31 is minus 1, as 31 is an odd number, we get P minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 31. Solving, we get P minus 1 is equal to plus 30. Here the value of P minus 1 is plus 30, therefore the remainder is also plus 30. Then when x raised to power 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, we are getting the remainder as plus 30. Now we will do question number 11. Show that m minus 1 is a factor of m raised to power 21 minus 1 and also a factor of m raised to power 22 minus 1. So here the polynomial, first polynomial Pm is equal to m raised to power 21 minus 1 and divisor is m minus 1. So substituting the opposite of minus 1 as m is equal to 1 in the polynomial, we get 1 raised to power 21 minus 1, and that is equal to 1 minus 1 and is equal to 0. Now by factor theorem, when we are substituting the value P1, we are getting answer as 0. Therefore m minus 1 is the factor of m raised to power 21 minus 1. Now we will take the second polynomial, that is m raised to power 22 minus 1. So substituting m is equal to plus 1 in the polynomial, we get P1 is equal to 1 raised to power 22 minus 1, and that is equal to 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Therefore, again by factor theorem, we can say that m minus 1 is also the factor of m raised to power 22 minus 1. Now we will do question number 12. Here, if x minus 2 and x minus 1 by 2 both are the factors of nx square minus 5x plus m, then show that m is equal to n is equal to 2. The polynomial is only 1 and divisors are 2. Polynomial Px is equal to nx raised to power minus 5x plus m, and divisors are x minus 2 and x minus 1 by 2. So substituting taking the factor as x minus 2, we get, substituting x is equal to positive 2 in the polynomial, it should be equal to 0 as x minus 2 is already the factor. Substituting the value, we get P2 is equal to n multiplied by 2 raised to power 2 minus 5 into 2 plus m. Therefore, 0 is equal to, since it is a factor, the remainder should be 0, which is equal to 4n minus 10 plus m. Now that will be equation number 1. that is 4n minus 10 plus m is equal to 0 is the equation number 1. Now we will take the next factor, that is x minus 1 by 2. This is also the factor, therefore our remainder will be 0. By factor theorem, p1 by 2 should be equal to 0. So substituting the opposite of minus 1 by 2, that is plus 1 by 2 in the polynomial, we get p1 by 2 is equal to n multiplied by 1 by 2 raised to power 2 minus 5 multiplied by 1 by 2 plus m. So we get 0 is equal to n upon 4 minus 5 by 2 plus m. Since p1 by 2 is the factor, therefore remainder should be equal to 0 on the left side. So multiplying by 4 on both sides, we get n minus 10 plus 4m, equation number 2. So here we are taking n on the left side, we are getting n is equal to 10 minus 4m. Substituting the value of n in equation number 1, we are getting 4 multiplied by 10 minus 4m minus 10 plus m is equal to 0. Here both the polynomials or both the terms are in variable m. So multiplying 4 into 10, we get 40 minus 4 multiplied by 4 is 16m minus 10 plus m is equal to 0. So we get solving minus 15 plus 30 is equal to 0. Minus 15 is equal to minus 30. Cancelling the minus sign from both sides, we get m is equal to 30 upon 15 and that is m equal to 2. That is equation number 3. Now we will substitute m equal to 2 in equation number 2. We get n is equal to 10 minus 4 multiplied by 2. So solving, we get n is equal to 10 minus 8. Therefore n is equal to 2. Equation number 4. From equation 3 and 4, we get m is equal to n is equal to 2. Question number 13. First question. If px is equal to 2 plus 5x, then find p2 plus p minus 2 minus p1. So we will find the value of p2 in the given polynomial as 2 plus 5 multiplied by 2, we get 2 plus 10 is equal to 12. Therefore, p2 is equal to 12. We will find the next value p minus 2 in the given polynomial. 2 plus 5 multiplied by minus 2, we get 2 minus 10 and that is equal to minus 8. Therefore, p minus 2 is equal to minus 8. p1 is equal to 2 plus 5 multiplied by 1 and that is equal to 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Therefore, p1 is equal to 7. Now substituting all the three values in the given question, we get 12 plus minus 8 minus 7. Therefore, p2 plus p minus 2 minus p1 is equal to 4 minus 7 and that is equal to minus 3. Second question, px is equal to 2x square minus 5 root 3x plus 5. Then find p 5 root 3. So here we have to substitute the value of x as 5 root 3 in the given polynomial. We get p 5 root 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 5 root 3 raised to power 2 minus 5 root 3 into 5 root 3 plus 5. So here we get 2 into 25 into 3 minus again 5 into 5, 25 into 3 plus 5. So we get 2 multiplied by 25 into 3 is 75, which will be 150 minus 75 plus 5. So 150 minus 75 will be 75 plus 5 will be 80. Therefore, p 5 root 3 is equal to 80. Students, we have completed exercise 3.5. We will have a quick recap what we have learned in this module. We have learned about remainder theorem, factor theorem, and done practice set 3.5. Thank you, students.